sunny side. We're live from our studios here on Atimi and Crescent Victoria Island, Lagos, Nigeria. I am Sheriff Quadri reporting for duty, standing in for Joyce Onyemuwa, who is currently on vacation. It's 12:32 from our studios here, and I've got a very beautiful package for you today. We're going to be having this conversation around, what you've been talking about for about a week plus now. Yeah. And it's about the Electoral Amendment Bill. Yeah, we'll be having a conversation around that today on the program. If you have time, we'll move into another conversation today, but let's focus on this one first. Because I know we've got a lot to talk about as regards this Electoral Amendment Bill and how things are panning out regarding this conversation. We're streaming live on Facebook. We're also live on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3 is how you can watch live on Facebook and on YouTube. Let this one be like an intro for our conversation for today. Some of you may have seen this one, but take a listen to it if you haven't heard or seen it before.
Use of electronic transmission, even if it's transfer. But real time means that in over 9 states, where networks are not working because of insecurity, there will be no election result. And nationally means that if the national grid should collapse and no network is working, no election result will be valid. But you see them talking. We even have a young man from Akwa Ibom who is, I think he's a publicity secretary in one of the parties. You hear him talking, you would think he's Senator Effiong Bob, who has seen it all. He doesn't know anything about lawmaking. And he will talk and talk and talk. But what can I say? I can't answer. The Senate does not conduct elections. We don't deploy technology. We only make laws. INEC must apply the law. The timing, scope, and modalities rest with INEC, acting within the framework of the law enacted by Parliament and interpreted by the Supreme Court, as the Supreme Court had interpreted about this electronic transmission. People should go and read these things.
Excellency, my brother and friend, a very distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who is the president of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Godswill Akpabio. My friend, the brother, the executive governor of Akwa Ibom State, the author of the book, and his dear wife, that there should be electronic transmission. Let INEC decide whether they can do or they cannot do it. Don't speak for INEC, just speak for the National Assembly. And what the public wants is, let there be electronic transmission. Now, if INEC cannot do it, it is in their own problem. That's their own problem. Not for you to speak for INEC. It's as simple as that. But that's just...
Okay, that's the highlight of our conversation for today on the sunny side. The exchange between the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, and the former Senate President, David Mark, about the transmission of real-time transmission of election results. It was quite a heated back and forth online, not between the two gentlemen, of course. No, not between the two of them. People were all over the space talking about whether, some majority of people saw David Mark as their hero of the day. Others, some saw Godswill Akpabio, as their man as well. I'd like to get your thoughts on what you think is going on here. I could give you a background to the story. Absolutely, yes, I can do that. But let's start from the fact that this real-time transmission of electoral results is a conversation that has been around for some time now. In fact, it's been over a year since conversation has started. The proposal formed part of the Electoral Act, the 2022 Electoral Act, specifically an amendment to Clause 60, Sub 3. Now, this part sought to compel INEC officials to upload results from polling units not to take results to collation center or anything. Once elections are done at the polling unit stage, the clause is supposed to compel INEC officers to upload results after the form EC8 whatever has been filled and all of that by all party agents. Then they upload these results to the IREV, the result viewing portal of INEC, in real time. Once it is done, they upload it. Now, at the center of this subsection 60, as a section 60 sub 3 of the electoral amendment bill dealing with the transmission of polling units result, the provision was recommended by Senate Committee on Electoral Matters, chaired by Senator Simon Lalong of APC in Plateau State. If you look at that particular clause very well, page 45 of the report of the Senate Committee on Electoral Matters, clause 60 sub 3, provided that the presiding officers shall electronically transmit results from each polling unit on the IREV in real time, and such transmission shall be done after the prescribed form EC8A has been signed and stamped by the presiding officer or countersigned by the candidates or polling agents available at the polling units. Now, during the clause-by-clause consideration of the committee's report, the Senate initially worked on a version that retained real-time electronic transmission. They worked on it. They had closed-door meetings on it. After hours of deliberations and as plenary dragged late into the evening, the final version passed by the Senate was altered at the last minute. It was altered to remove this transmission of results, and they changed it to transfer, which means it doesn't have to be electronically again. They can just transfer it by any means necessary. When senators got to the clause, many assumed that it would pass smoothly because it's something that they had discussed behind closed doors. You get. They had talked about it behind closed doors, so all of them had assumed that there's not going to be any issue. We're going to pass it. That was when what they didn't see coming, they now saw coming. They saw everything. Some senators approached the Senate president and urged him to retain the provision of the amendment made in 2022, which is the transfer is not electronically transmitted. It's now a transfer. The Senate President Akpabio was said to have acceded to their demands, went back to the 2022 law and passed that one. This allows electronic transmission only after votes are counted and publicly announced at polling units. Instead of transmission now, the word transfer was now adopted. So as it stands today, yes, they're going to have an emergency meeting tomorrow, emergency session rather, tomorrow. Protests have started today at the National Assembly. And you heard what happened at an event in Akwa Ibom between the Senate President, current Senate President, and the past Senate President. The question is, how do you understand this conversation about, if it's clear to you, it's okay. If it's not clear to you, then you can ask what is not clear to you. If I have an answer for you, I would give you the answer. If I have an answer for you, I would definitely give you an answer. If I don't, I would defer to someone who may have an answer for you regarding this particular conversation. What do you understand by what is going on? What are the challenges that you foresee? Is it a bandwagon thing that is ongoing, or is it legitimate, foolproof electoral process that you think nothing can go wrong? Well, maybe anything can always go wrong, but you think by a long shot, by a wide margin, it's going to reduce electoral malpractice. By a very, very wide margin. Do you believe so? Do you honestly think so? If you're watching me on Facebook, drop your comment there. If you're in the diaspora, let me know what you think. I've spoken with a number of people that have decided to keep quiet on this matter because they feel Nigerians have started again on jumping on bandwagon effect about a particular move, because ultimately they feel that electronic transmission result will favor any popular political party at any polling unit. That's what one of them told me. If a particular polling unit is popular, if a political party is popular at a particular polling unit, they are most likely going to win anyways, which means it's still status quo. Nothing has changed. But quite a number of Nigerians seem to think that, a lot will change with this e-transmission result thingy. Okay, now, let's talk about it. 0201-277-0993. That is 0201-277-0993. Our female-only line is 0201-465-7190 for female callers. That is 0201-465-7190 for female callers. WhatsApp number for our diaspora callers. The WhatsApp is 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. That is 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp for our diaspora callers who want to join our conversation today. Alrighty, okay. If you're in the country, if you're in the diaspora, please don't use Nigerian GSM numbers to call me. I will not be able to distinguish whether you're here or you're there, so I won't pick it. If you want to call me with an international number, then I'll be able to speak with you. All right? Okay. But if you're home here, you can only send messages to that number. Messages only. Alrighty. If you're watching on Facebook and on YouTube, let me know what you think. We're streaming live there. Just drop your comment and I will come and take them. Twitter, that is X. It's at Nigeria Info FM on X. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sheriff.
Yes, please. Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Paul calling from F. Marua, precisely.
Welcome, Paul.
Yes. To be honest with you, sir, seriously, these people, they are just after for their own ambition.
Interest.
They are not there for the Nigerians. To be honest, they are not there for the Nigerians. Only for themselves and for their family.
Okay.
If all they can be honest with themselves, let them go ahead and do the so that at least Nigeria can be happy.
What is the need? What is the needful to you? What is the needful?
Needful to do the right thing. That is it. Just do the right thing.
What is the right thing? That's what I'm saying to you on this matter we're talking
about.
Do
the transmission, not the transfer. Do the transmission of the from the pooling unit direct to the server.
IREV. Okay.
Yes, to the IREV. So that then we waiting for you to carry the result all the way from here to Abuja, Abi to wherever. Let it be the pooling unit direct to the IREV.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for calling. We appreciate it. Let's take another call. Good afternoon to you.
Jerry, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Robert.
Okay,
I am
Robert.
calling you from Apapa.
Okay.
You know, what you read is page 45 of the report of the Senate Committee of Electoral Matters, clause 50, subsection 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
That said, the presiding officer shall electronically transmit the results from each polling unit. So my own position is this. According to what I read, it said transmit was removed and they replaced it with transfer. Am I right?
That's right.
As at that, Sheriff, even the presiding officer shall underline that shall. It should be changed with must.
No, shall is fine. Shall is a what do you call it now? It's like must. It's
okay.
Yes.
You know, this same issue came up in 2022 at the Supreme Court, right? When the Supreme Court of Nigeria mandated that said that there is no law that mandated INEC to transfer results electronically. Am I right?
That's right.
So if the Senate says they want to amend this law and they still retain transfer instead of transmission, where have they amended the law now? I don't know why this some group of
what side of this do you belong?
Huh?
What side of this whole argument do you belong?
My side, the side that I belong is that since the Supreme Court said, ruled in 2020 that there was no, 2022 that there was no law that mandated INEC to transmit result electronically.
Yeah.
The Senate now should make it as a law to mandate INEC to transmit election electronically. Must be a must and must be a law.
Okay.
That is my stand.
All right.
Okay?
All right then.
Thank you.
Thank you too for calling me. I appreciate it. He said he's for e-transmission of polling results. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Sherry.
Yes, please.
This is Godwin calling from Ikoyi.
Welcome, Godwin.
I would like to ask, when they wanted to embark on this buying...
And I need you to
of
turn
this
off your radio very
electronic
quickly. Turn it off right now.
didn't they check for...
Turn off your radio and call me back once you're done. Once you've done that, I'd love to speak with you. I know you can hear me now. Turn the radio off, then call me back. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Sherry.
Come over.
How are you today?
Good, thank you.
I know, Sheriff, I know you would like an electronic transfer of this. I know you want it because...
Speak for yourself. Just let me know what you want. What do you want? Just speak for yourself. Don't speak for me.
I want the electronic transmission. Sheriff.
Okay, that's what you want. Why do you want it? Why?
I want it because no man side too can contest and win election. There will not be rigging. That's why I want it.
Oh,
because
okay.
if you watch it, huh?
No, listen. I'm listening to you. Go on, please.
Because if you watch, this judiciary is the problem. Because that bill, if they have the judiciary had allowed INEC to use their their standing rules, judiciary has caused this.
Why are you? Wait, hold up. Why are you blaming judiciary? You know why I'm asking this question? In 2023, we had the IRF portal there, and you could see that there were some results that were uploaded that were not the same as the result obtained from the polling units, and you're blaming the judiciary for that. Was it the judiciary that uploaded fake results onto IRF?
No. The judiciary could have allowed INEC those their requirements by INEC so that would have enabled them to conduct the election. The judiciary would have said INEC, what they call it.
I don't know.
Sheriff, tell me now.
I don't know what you're trying to say. I don't know what you're trying to say. Shall you call me back when you remember? Oh yeah, call me back when you remember now.
You are very mean today.
I'm very what?
You didn't mean it today.
But it's you that did not remember what you want to say. Now, how is it my own fault?
Wow.
Why are you blaming me for something that you cannot remember? Wait. Why are you blaming me for something you cannot remember? Wait now. Wait first. On a serious note. Why are you blaming me for something you cannot remember? Why?
The responsibility is yours. To tell me.
You're not a serious person. Hey, that helped you. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Bobby.
Yes, please.
Good afternoon.
I'm having a deafening hold back from your end, so I'm going to hang up now. I don't know what's going on with your line. Just try and call me back if you can. Okay, I'd love to speak with you. Let's see who is here on WhatsApp. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes, please.
I'm enjoying your debate.
Yeah.
And what should it be? The last election in 2023.
Sorry, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from diaspora.
Where in diaspora?
I'm in the UK.
UK, okay. All right.
London.
All right.
Yeah. The last election in 2023.
Yeah.
People were told that they should go to court. When they go to court, the court then said it wasn't clearly stated.
It was mandatory.
It wasn't mandatory. Exactly.
Right.
But what the people are asking for is very simple. It will actually save INEC a lot of money. So people, most of the guys there now know that if we hold a free and fair election in this country, most of them will not come back. That's the honest truth.
Do you think that mandatory e-transmission of polling results would curb electoral malpractice?
Yes, it will. And I'm going to explain you how.
Oh, yeah, no.
The Form ECA is a legal document, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have at the polling unit, that's the first form that's generated. You have at the polling unit all voters. You vote. For you to vote, the beavers has to authenticate the voter. Once that is done, you know the total number of vote cast, right? With their voters cards, and then it's counted at the presence of most of the voters because they don't leave. And you have polling unit officers there from INEC. You have party agents there. Immediately they finish voting and finish counting. Everybody is present. It's documented the total number of votes. The total number of votes there would correspond to the total number of accredited voters, including ballot papers that were destroyed and voided. They are all there. And that document is signed by all the polling units, all the party agents, including the polling unit officer. Then you take a photograph of it immediately and upload to IREV. Then, now let me tell you what that becomes. Then they don't need to have so many INEC officials all over the place. Rigging in Nigeria takes place at two places: the World Collation Center and the State Collation Centers.
Go on. We're listening to you.
Bypass those two, you reduce the expenditure. You reduce the expenditure on INEC of having to have officers there. Then you have one central place where all these results are collected, where party agents will be, and every other person will be. As it's being transmitted real time, people are tabulating it.
Okay.
As they are tabulating it, you know what it is. Even any discrepancy, immediately that can be flagged off and sorted out there and then.
How do you think it will be sorted? Because that's where I'm coming actually. How do you think this? Let me just ask this question. Yeah. How do you think discrepancy can be sorted out when a result? Hypothetically, when an altered result, a fake result, has been sent to the IREV, how do you suppose that can be recalled?
A fake result won't be sent to IREV. I can tell you from the last election in Edo State, I was present on ground. I was at my polling unit. I came home to vote. I voted. I waited for the results to be for the count to happen. It was counted. The guy who was in charge of my polling
you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? Please stay on the line. I need to go on a break now. It's a short break. Just stay on the line. Don't go anywhere. Stay with me, okay? I'm gonna head out now. Take this short break. Then we'll come back and talk about the boy at your polling unit.
Okay.
All right.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back. What is health? It's more than the absence of illness. It's the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. But let's delve deeper. Health is the heartbeat of life. It's the rhythm that keeps us moving forward. The pulse that echoes our vitality. It's a symphony of balance and harmony, resonating in every aspect of our existence. Health is a silent conductor, orchestrating the dance between the body and mind. It's the energy that propels us towards our dreams and aspirations. It is the foundation upon which we build our futures. So, what is health to you? Join me, Kofi Bartels, this and every Thursday for Health Thursday, 8 a.m. on the Crossfire as we explore important issues affecting your health. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Welcome back, my friend from London. Let's continue with the boy at the polling unit.
Okay. The polling they had a few polling unit officers. They had two or three.
No, hold up for a bit. Hold up. Are you using hands free? There's this crack I'm hearing now. This static. Can you disengage if you can? Can you disengage it? Can you remove it?
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
Hello?
Yes. Let's hear you now.
Okay. You have three polling unit officers. The leader of that polling unit was a lecturer from the East.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
After voting, because they tabulated the total number of people accredited, total number of people that voted, and then some people didn't know what to do, so they did the wrong thing by crossing the wrong box.
Yeah,
right.
that's
Those
an
were
invalid
voided.
vote. Yeah.
So by the time they then tabulated, they didn't realize that okay, those about 2 or 3 votes were voided. It would not total. So they couldn't complete it until the guy said, well, yes, those 3 votes that were voided, we didn't add it to it. They then added those 3 votes voided. And then it then became it without your total number from what was accredited. You cannot fill that form, the form EC8A.
Okay.
Then they then fill the form EC8A in the presence of most of the voters. That form EC8A represents the correct authentic vote. And if that is uploaded straight away from the polling units, it removes INEC paying for hotels and people at first of all, the ward collation center, or rather even the unit collation centers. Because you have, like in my unit, there were 9 polling units. Then from there, you went to a different primary school where they had to collate all the results for that particular ward. I actually went with them. Okay. I had the light that they used in collating the results.
So in your unit and in your ward, nothing, yes, no discrepancy whatsoever.
No,
everything was intact.
None whatsoever. Because what they actually did.
Hold on. I have a backup to that.
Yeah.
And when the eventual final result was announced, it was still the same thing. No,
it was different. It was absolutely different from what eventually was announced. It was even different from what was on the IREV. Because what they do now presently, which is just duplicity, is that from the polling unit, you go to the ward collation center. When you get to the ward collation center, there's an e-collation officer. The e-collation officer goes through all those EC8A forms, then upload them onto IREV.
Okay.
Before they then start a second collation by the manual collation officer. So are you duplicating it? So all that one goes straight onto IREV.
But you know that then there was nothing stopping them from doing that process. There was nothing stopping them from doing the manual collation. By law, there was nothing stopping them.
That's what I'm saying to you. There was nothing stopping them from doing the manual collation because they were doing 2 collations. They do the e-collation, they do the manual collation. Because that was what was written in the last electoral act.
Yes.
So what it should be now is real-time electronic transfer from your polling unit into the IREV.
All right, thank you, my friend.
Conversation. Military hands over reports to Tinubu.
I thought that the federal government said there is nothing like you.
Manchester United, we always end records. We know how to do these things. I just feel Arsenal lack certain things this season.
Nigeria shouldn't just be about politics, be about governance. The president is jetting out again, despite all the serious issues.
We hear it, we share it. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's 1 o'clock. The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. I am Buluwatife Jigede with the news. An emergency Senate session is scheduled for Tuesday. Debate continues over the rejected clause on mandatory electronic transmission of election results. This follows Monday's protest at the National Assembly in Abuja demanding real-time electronic transmission. 2027 presidential candidate Peter Obi, who led the protest, says the action was to safeguard Nigeria's democracy. Security was tight as police, army, and civil defense personnel barricaded and guarded the complex. Meanwhile, Senate President Godswill Akpabio says critics are attacking the National Assembly without understanding the legislative process. According to him, the Senate did not reject electronic transmission of results. The Senate President says only retained the existing 2022 provisions. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has met a high-level delegation from the United States Africa Command at the State House in Abuja. The delegation, led by General Dagvin Anderson, discussed ways to strengthen bilateral security cooperation with Nigeria's security chiefs. That's all the news. I am Buluwati Fair. Jagade, if you have any news tip for us, you can call us on 01465 7175. The sunny side with Sheriff Kotri continues.
Of information.
The German foreign minister went to Beijing to reaffirm that Europe would not let China invade Taiwan.
And more information.
Government can't keep taking the fall for your own mess, for your own mistakes.
And more information.
We did some work on the Third Mainland Bridge before. Where are there potholes now?
You want to play?
Political way to disturb. Let me tell you.
It's game on. Let the games begin. On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back, Nigeria, Lagos. This conversation definitely it's just the way I envisaged. It's just the way I thought about it. That it was going to pan out. My friend is still here, and we're having this conversation. Please go on ahead. We're back now.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back. What was the budget of INEC for the last election?
That's huge.
They ran into exactly.
That's huge.
They ran into billions.
That's huge.
And then Akpabio is Senate president. He cannot speak for INEC. He passes the law. What we are demanding, because they are our representatives, is that we want the 2022 Electoral Act changed to real-time electronic collation of results. That's all. Transmission. That's what we've asked for. We don't want the old system so that then there's ambiguity as to what mode should be used, whether electronic or by manual.
So, let me ask you. Let me ask you this final question, right? You know, in 2023, we both said that they had to do dual collation of results, the manual and the other one, the electronic transmission. They did both, but the court of law ruled based on manual because that's what the law provided for at the time. Let's assume that we now have, by tomorrow, the Senate, the National Assembly now said, okay, you know what, we're going to do each transmission result, but we're still going to leave the manual collation there. How would you respond to that?
I don't think they need to leave the manual collation there. All they need to do is...
You heard what Akpabio said. You know why I'm asking this? You heard what Akpabio said about some places that there are no internet, some days trying to defend INEC.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to address now. First of all, the BVAS does not need internet to accredit you to vote. It doesn't. That's one. The only time the BVAS requires internet is for you to transmit the result. Once you've taken a photo of that result, you can take a photo without the internet. When you try to upload it and you don't have internet, right, it stores it. Then immediately you come into where an internet where
service.
There's internet,
yeah,
it automatically uploads onto IREF. That's one. Two, the world is not a global.
So you don't think let's stay there. Let's stay there. That second place that you just left now. Let's go back there. So you don't think that between the time of taking a results sheet where there was no internet connectivity to a place where there is now internet connectivity, you don't think things could have happened?
Now that's the second point I was getting to. The second point is you don't the excuse that there is no internet shouldn't arise at all. There's something called Starlink. Starlink is a
yes, we all know.
Satellite.
Yes, we all know.
Good. That BVAS machine comes with an IMER number. It can easily be coded into all BVAS machines, and INEC should use their money to pay for that Starlink for that day. And we will have full internet service for 24 hours uninterrupted. So there won't be glitches.
Okay. All right. My friend, we've spoken quite a bit today. Thank you for giving us your time. Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let's go take some messages right now. We have some messages that I've dropped on WhatsApp. Joy is here. Joy, how are you?
Thank you, Sheriff. Okay, so someone is saying, "Hello, Sheriff. PS transactions work electronically. Work registrations are done electronically. JAM exams are taken online. Over 140 million Nigerians use the internet. Over 170 million own SIM cards. Yet, Senate President Godswill Akpabio wants Nigerians to believe election results can't be transmitted electronically. May Nigeria stop being governed by people who think Nigerians are fools." Good afternoon, Sheriff. I want to suggest that in every polling unit across the country during the general election, those police or army officers attached to each polling unit should be made to sign e-form or collation result sheet, and also imputing their names on unit like INEC officials. INEC should make provisions for that. It will make the election credible. Not only party agents and INEC officials should sign election results sheet. Ego from Igando, Lagos. Good afternoon, Sheriff. The direct electoral transmission of results is the most significant change in the elections that Nigeria needs right now. If the Senate does not pass this before the next election, then there is no need to waste time voting in the next election, because most of the electoral malpractices takes place at the collation centers, and there is no incentive for the public office holders to perform well. In addition, there should also be a bill to allow Nigerians in diaspora to vote. Desmond from Poland. Good afternoon, Sheriff. I think this stalling tactics by the Senate further reiterates the fact that these people only care about themselves. The real-time transmission of elections results are the way to go. Tunde from Ikotun. Sheriff, you have snatched the thought of that man through your magical power and he can't remember anything again. Uche. Good afternoon, Sheriff. I am Olusegun from Ikotun. I don't blame Senate President for tampering with the conclusion of the committee by changing transmit to transfer. The person who helped him to rig his election in 2023 is in prison, but he is still walking freely. In 2023, National Assembly election was transmitted into the IREV. No issues of network. In Osun election in 2022, results were transmitted in real time. I support electronic transmission 100% because of the belief that election will be transmitted. That was why people voted in 2023. Good afternoon, Sheriff. Tony is my name from Ikeja. They should just allow us to vote from the comfort of our homes via the internet, so that no external body or bodies will prevent us from voting. The results should also be transmitted electronically. Everything should be computerized. They are computerizing the process, collecting taxes, writing JAMB and WAEC exams, but cannot computerize the voting process, all because of their ulterior motive of rigging. Hi, Sheriff. It's a pity that and very shameful that in 2026 Nigeria Senate is still debating on how to make election work. This shouldn't be a debate at all. We need to stand up and get these people to make Nigeria work it. I guess he meant to say to make Nigeria work. It should be real-time transmission. AY from the UK. My name is Sam from Italy. I think these senators are scared of losing the election. Election should be free and fair. Good afternoon, Sheriff and listeners. The resistance to real-time transmission in any guys suggest that people who are representing the okay, I guess you wanted to say that it suggests that there are people who are representing the devil in the National Assembly. Comrade Godfrey from Surulere. Even Starlink they fail. That's when you hear one country attack the infrastructure. None is sure if used both manually and electronically. So he's saying either there must definitely be something. I guess we'll stop there for now, Sheriff.
Okay. All right. I need to tell you that the protests in Abuja today, Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the last election, was there with the protesters, and they went to the National Assembly today. The protest. You can go to our Facebook page. They are chanting, "Our vote must count." You must know you can watch the full video on our Facebook page, Nigeria Info 99.3 on Facebook, also on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM. The protesters started mobilizing since last week when this news filtered in, and the Senate has called an emergency plenary tomorrow, 12 noon tomorrow. That's when the Senate would come together and try to see whatever it is that they can do. I asked a question earlier from my last caller, and I said, what if the Senate said, okay, you know what, we're going to make compulsory the e-transmission of polling results, but we are also going to allow for manual collation of results? How does that work?
Sheriff, I actually have a question.
Okay.
And that is, okay, are these people saying, the protesters and Nigeria in general, Nigerians in general, are just saying that if they make this thing electronical,
yeah,
that means elections can be rigged?
Yeah, they're saying that it's
oh.
Yes, they're saying that their votes will, the vote of the Nigerian the voting public would count if polling results are transmitted electronically during election day.
Okay, you guys think so? Like it cannot be touched?
That's what they're saying.
Oh wow,
that's the
nice. Okay, this person is saying, sir, I believe the BVAS machine works with the ODK model, and if that is true, there is what is called finalize. Once a document is finalized, it cannot be altered.
Okay.
So real-time transmission is very possible, and it is what we need if we are serious. So before it is finalized, can it be altered?
Yeah, I don't understand the technology he's talking about. He's obviously experienced in that area.
Yeah. He's saying that there is a technology that even if after the document is finalized, then it cannot be altered. So the question is, before it is finalized?
So there is another question, right? Before it's finalized, I'm guessing what he was saying was that when the caller said they will snap the picture of the result, where there are no networks, but when the moment they get to a vicinity or an environment where there is internet connectivity, the machine will upload the result that they've snapped automatically. So I was now asking that between no network and network, couldn't they have snapped another picture?
Very possible.
No, but seriously, couldn't they have snapped another picture and say, you know what?
This is the picture we have. Captain Sheriff, this is Amabi from Agbuleba. You see, these people, they know what they are doing. They want to rig the election, and as they did last time, and they will ask you to go to court. Still nothing will come out from that. Sheriff, it's a pity. Nigeria is passing through all this in this regime. Electronic transmission is not guaranteed. USA, Germany, England had election hacks done by Russian and Mossad hackers. So it's not fully proof. Okay.
It's not foolproof. Let's take some other calls. Let's take some calls. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. Yeah. We're following up on this conversation, this exchange from the former and present Senate President of the Republic.
Use of electronic transmission, even if it's transfer. But real time means that in over 9 states where networks are not working because of insecurity, there will be no election results. And nationally means that if the national grid should collapse and no network is working, no election results will be valid. But you see them talking. We even have a young man from Akwa Ibom who is, I think he's a publicity secretary in one of the parties. You hear him talking, you would think he's Senator Effiong Bob, who has seen it all. He doesn't know anything about lawmaking. And he will talk and talk and talk. But what can I say? I can't answer. The Senate does not even if it's transfer. Use of electronic transmission, even if it's transfer. But real time.
Let's go on with our conversation. A particular caller will not let us play that audio for you because the person kept interrupting. But it's okay. Let's take this call right here. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sherry.
Yes, please.
This is Freddy from Okota.
Welcome.
My fellow Nigerians have said it all. If they want this thing to work, my brother, or rather, let me put it this way: if the beavers, if transmitted real time, would work in their favor, my brother, the rest will be the case of what's happening today. But because it is not going to work in their favor, they are now speaking from both sides of their mouth. Every jam, so many other things I don't know. Now, rather than open your mouth there as the number 3 person in this country and say, what of it they said, national grid, it crashes or this or that. Can't you mandate? You tell the Minister of Power, say, my brother, this is just 1 or 2 days in the entire calendar. I don't want an excuse. There must be power. Or, I mean, they spent how many billions to put solar panels on Azure of the other time. You dedicate alternate power system, generators or whatever, to all the areas that will receive this transmission. You provide power banks. You provide alternatives to every machinery needed to carry out this thing. Would we be saying this? You hold talks with the various internet providers and say, okay, look, these areas, can we bring routers or there's something called signal boosters. Okay, can we bring signal boosters for this period? Where can, CRS or we meet you halfway? If they want this thing to work, it will work. They are just doing what they do with this country. My brother, God help us out there. Not talk fast like this.
Thank you for calling me. I appreciate it. Let me take another call. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. Oh, okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Terry.
Yes,
my name is Mazuda.
Okay.
That London guy explanation is sweet for me.
Okay.
Very beautiful explanation. So we have to follow one God. Not the two God we go follow. Terry, we not go agree, make it say, then go put a manual to no. Now one God we believe. Only one God. La ilaha illallah. No two God. One. Okay? So that guy has a saying. Let's stay with that what he said. We love that.
So you are Mazi, you are for e-transmission results.
Sure now.
I just no, don't vex now. I just wanted to confirm.
No manual, no manual.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Oh, sorry. I thought you were done. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Sherry.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Chinedu.
This is who? Sorry.
Chinedu calling from Major City.
Welcome, Chinedu. Welcome.
Yeah, for me, you see, they say conscience does not fear any accusation.
Chinedu, your connection is quite.
So can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yes, I can.
I say a clear conscience doesn't fear any accusation.
Shebi.
Yes, all those our uncle there, our active criminals in Nigeria, they have skeleton all over their cupboard, all of them, so they are afraid of not fair election. But my own is that I just want to let them know the INEC, the new INEC that they appoint, they should tell him that they should be careful with Nigerians because we are angry. An angry man can eat anything. They are angry. But to APC chairman, they say they no get break, no get
Chinedu, so sorry, yeah. I could barely make out what you're trying to say. I'm so sorry, bad network. Let's take some messages quickly before the break.
Hello, good afternoon. Real-time transmission will go a long way in reducing vote rigging by at least 65% and even up to 70%. If every necessary thing is put in place to protect this electronically and physically. So the government should take responsibility and do the needful. Also, the Senate president doesn't know what he is saying. Electronic transmission doesn't have anything to do with lawmaking. It is all about decision and determination. Annie Lloyd from Omole Phase 2. I'm sorry if I did not get that right. Does that mean that those places he claimed there is no network don't make bank transfers from their phones? It's obvious these people intentionally don't want Nigerians to
No,
work.
calm down. Let me quickly answer that. Let me answer that. You see, sometimes when we live in the urban area, we don't understand what is happening.
What network is?
we have no no idea. Like, you have no idea. There are people in Nigeria till today that they don't have internet access.
Yeah.
So don't get it twisted that of course that's a given. You have places like that. But should it be enough not to have a transmissional result? I do not think so personally. I do not think so.
Good afternoon, Sunny Side. Either it works or not brings me to my question, but I'll read it first. Either it works or not, they should just sign that bill for us, period. Let's at least try something new. I'm Rati from Alaba. So I wanted to ask Sheriff that.
Yeah.
Okay, if people are really clamoring for this, they are protesting for this, what will it take? Is it like a big deal for the government to switch?
It's a National Assembly. There's no big deal. As a matter of fact, this was what they had agreed on.
Oh.
They had agreed on it that they were going to pass it. In fact, it was there already in the bill.
Okay.
But then at the last minute, someone altered it from shall.
So that now makes us worry there is another reason why they don't want to do it.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly. It does smell like it. It does look, I mean, everything about it looks like this is an intentional thing for some people. We've seen this. We've seen it with the tax laws. We've seen it where people at the last minute altered a few things in the tax law, even though they still deny it. Now we're seeing it again. The Electoral Act Amendment. So yeah, of course, people would be skeptical. People would have doubts when things like this start happening.
And government is not giving any reason why they
It's
don't
not
want to do
the
it.
government, you know. It's the National Assembly.
Okay,
now.
the National Assembly is not giving any reason.
Yeah, well, that's what the Senate President was saying at this book launch that he had. And he was saying that INEC will do this, INEC that, INEC this,
like we
no
usually hear.
internet connectivity, and all of that and all of that. At the same time, he said, it's the National Assembly, it's not INEC. But then you're speaking for INEC. Don't speak for INEC. Let INEC defend themselves. Let INEC tell us exactly what they're capable
What
of.
it is, why are they not doing this thing that we want?
Let's get a break. We have a break coming up. We'll be right back, Lagos. Stay with us.
To your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
The journey to the Back to Defend National Tournament in Season 9 resumes on the 16th of February. 32 schools, some new, some returning, will vie for coveted slots in the national tournament for a chance at the grand title of Champion of Champions. This February, expect wit, expect intellect, expect passion, expect conviction, and most of all, expect fierce competition. It's the second regional tournament of I Beg to Differ Season 9, coming your way on the 16th of February. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
Let me tell you the real thing to brag about how authentic you are, brag about your confidence and your vibe, brag about your style, your energy, and yes, brag about how amazing you smell, because there is one fragrance that gives you all of that in one bottle. Wazobia perfume.
Oh yes, Wazobia perfume, the same perfume everybody's talking about. See, once you step in with Wazobia perfume, you don't need to talk too much. The fragrance does the talking for you. Be authentic, be confident, be classy. Treat yourself and your friends to Wazobia perfume today. Available as both perfume and body spray.
Get your Wazobia perfume today at any store near you, or order online for cotton purchases, or to stock Wazobia perfume. Please call 0201-330-0047 or email contact@wazobiacosmetics.ng. Wazobia perfume, direct scent.
You want to hear all about it? Welcome to the Talk Station. It's more conversation and more conversation.
rescue. And then months, weeks later, there was a U-turn. Well, there was a coup.
Military arrest 65-year-old woman supplying drugs to Boko Haram.
If they know where they are, why don't the army go there and destroy the whole of that place?
Why is it only concerned about politics, bringing everybody into the APC?
Nothing did not take place. Those people are still in the custody of their abductors. Another one has taken place.
As Yusuf dumps opposition for APC. In fact, everybody in Kano has dumped the NNPP.
So Kwankwaso coming out now to say, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that he does know, right?
I don't know what these guys will use to campaign again on 2027.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Activate. We are radio active on 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce.
Welcome back, Lagos, to the sunny side. We're looking at the debate, the raging debate on the compulsory e-transmission of polling results that Nigeria is talking about on the sunny side today. But then, Joy, anything for us?
Yeah, sure. So, Lagos, we're talking about Afro-Brilliant, the home of Africa's biggest jackpot. We're talking about the biggest. Yeah. There's a massive 1 billion naira guaranteed every single week. Guys, you can win 1 billion naira every single week. That's surprising. And if nobody wins it this week, it actually rolls over to the next one. Somebody has to grab that money. So if you're ready to win 1 billion naira, playing is very easy. Just go now and visit www.afrimillions.com and play with just 1,000 naira. That's all you need. Sign up, then pick your 6 lucky numbers out of 49, then count the live draws at 8 p.m. If your ticket number matches the numbers that come out of the draw machine, you win 1 billion naira, just like that. And if it doesn't match all 6, hope is not lost. There is something for you. If you match 5 out of 6, you win 1 million naira. And if you match 4 out of 6, you win 100,000 naira. And if you match 3 out of 6, you win 3,000 naira. And if you match 2 out of 6, you win a free ticket. You can also play at any Lotomania agent or log on to mylotohub.com to get your ticket, or you can simply dial *1649# and follow the prompt. If you don't have 1,000 naira, no problem. You and your friends can actually combine money and buy a lottery ticket called Play and Share. And if your ticket wins, of course you get to share that win together with that friend. To find out if you want to tune into the live draws every Saturdays exclusively on Wazobia Max TV. You can also listen into the live draws on Wazobia FM, Cool FM, and Nigeria Info FM from 8 p.m. every Saturday. Another good news is you don't have to wait till Saturday to play, when you can actually win every day via instant draws on the website every hour. Play Oya Now or Keno draws every hour, you can win up to 150,000 naira daily. So go now and visit www.afrimillions.com or dial *149# or visit any authorized agent to play. Remember, all ticket sales close strictly by 6 p.m. on Saturdays. So play smart and win big. AfriMillions is licensed and regulated by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Authority. All draws are independently verified, 100% transparent. Do remember to play responsibly and, of course, not suitable for anyone under 18. AfriMillions, we win together.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Joy, for the message. Lagos, good afternoon to you. A protest this morning at the National Assembly in Abuja. Peter Obi was there. Aisha Yusufu was there. Quite a number of activists were also there at the protest earlier today at the Capitol. And this is all about the compulsory transmission of results electronically during elections that Nigerians have been talking about. The opposition in the country have said, no, we must have compulsory e-transmission of results during elections. The National Assembly has failed to do that, at least up until now. We don't know what they will do tomorrow at the emergency plenary session that they have called. It's happening 12 noon tomorrow. That's when it's happening, noon tomorrow. And we're asking you this afternoon, what's your take on this development? We've had some really interesting conversation thus far. If you're in the diaspora, you can call the WhatsApp number 0809 597 5805. That is 0809 597 5805. Let's start from there. We've got a call coming through. Good afternoon to you.
Hey, Sheriff. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Osi. I'm calling from Canada.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. About this topic, it's interesting that I feel like I have worked at least 4 times in an election year.
Okay.
I've worked as an information assistant. I've worked as an election assistant. I've worked twice as a returning officer. Now, what we do here is kind of similar to what we do in Nigeria. The difference is we still add the manual process. So the way we do it here is you vote, you cast your vote, and then the ballot is electronically transmitted.
Okay.
But we still do manual collation.
Okay.
So when you cast your, the reason we do manual collation is to verify. It's like double check.
Okay.
See if what was electronically transmitted ties with what we have, like the physical ballots we have.
Okay.
Now, even if the National Assembly changes the wording to electronic transmission, let's say we even get the Starlink, like one of my brothers has said, and we electronically transmit, there is something we are missing, and it has happened at least twice in the last 2 elections, which is go to court. The question is, when you see that there is a problem or conflicting figures with what was transmitted electronically and what we have at the collation center, what happens? That should be the discussion. Do we all agree that if there are too many miscrepancies or omissions, do we cancel the election for that area? Do we have a rerun? What do we do? Because at the end of the day, I feel like even if they answer to what we want, like they do what we want, what happens? What's the consequences? Would they still tell us to go to court, or would it just be business as usual? I think that should be the conversation. Thank you.
Thank you too, my brother. Thanks for calling. Appreciate it. I mean, I'd like to add one more thing to the conversation, which is when you go to court and the court decides to go with manual collation because the court does not have the technical capability to verify the e-transmission or the electronically transmitted results. What do you say? Are you going to blame the court? I mean, look, I am, to be honest with you, I am for the e-transmission of results, right? I am for it. And like I said in one of our dailies today, I think that is just one side of the entire story. I feel that the main story here should be, I'm not saying that it is, should be, how do we get people to come out the way they came out in 2023? Because that was when people believed that they were going to, their votes would count.
Yeah.
Because they were promised that results will be transmitted electronically before INEC did the abracadabra that they did during the presidential election. Because I feel that if Nigerians overwhelmingly come out to vote, you will overwhelm the riggers because they are an insignificant few in the scheme of things on a very large scale. We've done it before. The result was obvious in Lagos here. Who could have thought that Bola Tinubu at the time was going to lose to Peter Obi in Lagos? I mean, that was thought to be an impossibility. That it was never going to happen in 1,000 years. That's if the two of them are still alive then. But look, it happened because people came out en masse, despite the news of disenfranchisement here and there across the city. The result was still there, overwhelming. You know why? Could it be because they didn't try to rig? No.
Of course they did.
It was because people came out overwhelmingly to vote. So whether you have manual or electronic transmission of results, politicians will always find a way to bypass it. And trust me, if we're thinking that the lawmakers would pass strictly electronic transmission of results without a backup plan for manual transmission of results, then we're joking. That's not going to happen. They are going to leave the two, because anything can happen to each transmission of results. So what then happens to the votes of the people there? I mean, realistically now, what then happens to the vote of the people in such areas or in such situations? Their vote has to count, of course. The votes in that place have to count. So there is need to have that manual as well somewhere at the back of the question is, which do you think when the case gets to the courtroom, the law court would uphold? Would decide. I mean, you can't decide for the court which one that they will uphold, right? So again, how you can tackle all of that, I'm repeating now, how you can tackle all of that, whether to tackle the court or to tackle the rigors or this is come out overwhelmingly. Make it extremely difficult. They will still do what they have to do. Like I said,
Sure.
I mean, that didn't stop them in Lagos anyways.
So the problem is just that a lot of Nigerians have given up. Honestly, they have. So they just think, a lot of people just think that regardless of whatever anybody does, whatever they want to do, they will do it.
They will
so
always
people think
do it.
that my vote will not count. Why the hell should I come out?
Yeah. I
honestly,
identify with that sentiment, obviously. Because it's there. Nigerians have tried. They've given their all. But
at the same time, we just have to keep trying.
Exactly.
I mean, we are here, so we have to keep trying.
Let's take some. Okay, let's take messages.
Okay.
Then we'll come to the calls.
Good day, Sheriff. Onatu they play for this country. Do you expect these senators to make a law that would send them out of office? The same Akpabio that came into the Senate through the back door, Abi. Femi from Ikorodu. Hello, Sheriff. During state presentation of results to Mahmoud in the last election, overvoting was a common reason for cancellation of vote. I tried, but I couldn't understand. How was overvoting done on supervision of election officers, and these officers are not prosecuted? I believe this is used to nullify centers where opposition is leading. Sheriff, let's look into this. Olabode from Surulere. If I can listen to Nigeria info all over Nigeria, what stops transmission of results? Apapio sent prayers to fellow senators. I don't want what happened in 2023 to happen again, because Yakubu Maradona dribbled us in 2023. Love football. Good afternoon, Sheriff. Senator Apabio is just being cheeky by already creating scenarios, I guess I want to say, that will enable under dealings. Areas without internet or power will still have the transmitter results secured in the cloud till when internet kicks in and uploads it. Sometimes you just have to question the IQ of our administrators. They should just pass the law and leave the workings to those involved in that aspect. That's true. Who are those going to be involved
in
the aspect of, the IT guys? What are they going to
involve? Where especially in particular? Where in particular?
Those that are going to handle the transmission and all the electronic.
The electoral officers, they are there. They have the beavers already. It's the beavers that they will use to accredit you as a voter. Once the accreditation is done and everything, the beavers can work offline. So when that is done, your data, your everything has been collected. Then when the result has been signed, the from EC8A and everything, then they will now use the beavers to snap it.
Okay.
That's it. That's just it. Just snap it. Then when there is network, if there is network there, it uploads to RF.
So it's
the same. Same beavers. So it's nothing
serious,
nothing.
Actually. Honestly, this Senate president is the worst we've had in years. How can you be saying if the national grid collapse, there won't be election? It shows the level. National grid used to collapse all the time now. It shows the level of commitment they have towards the development. So there is no plan to make insecurity disappear or make the national grid. I guess we've already accepted that our national grid will always collapse.
Let me answer this question.
Okay.
There's a message I see here. Where is it again now? Okay, so this person said on YouTube, the person sent a message and said, no one is saying electronic transfer of results cannot be tampered with, but it reduces tampering. Are you now saying we should rely on manual collation, which is better? No. If you listen to my analysis and my submission very well, I am not picking either manual or collation. Instead, I'm even giving you loopholes into the two of them. What I am saying we should rely on is the ultimate power of the masses. If the masses, with their full power, decides to say you are not going your rigging, whatever it is that you want to use sabotage the election is not going to work.
To happen.
It will not work because it's been done. In 2023, about 3 years ago, it was done in Lagos here. Litmus test. Let's take some calls. Okay. We have this one here. Good afternoon to you. Can you hear me? All right. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah. I want to comment on the topic. So,
Okay.
For me, it really doesn't matter electronically. What they will do, what they want to do.
They will.
I want to draw an attention to something that happened in the United States in 2018, where someone will put the finger and try to place on, I think it's Democrats, then the machine switches it. Exactly. So the machine alone, they can even tamper with it before the whole collision thing. So for me, both is the same. There's none of it that is really true. You understand? So I think people should just understand that whatever will happen. After it is what matters. Going to court. You understand? So thank you very much.
Thank you too for calling me. Appreciate it. Well, how the BVAS works is that it only accredits. It accredits, takes down the number of accreditation, and it doesn't. So I'm not sure that the BVAS would snap a wrong picture. If you put result in front of it now, you snap it. I'm not sure it will snap another one that is not there. So I think that is where it's different from what you have.
Yeah.
Remember that we are not voting electronically.
Yeah.
That's not what we're doing. We're still voting manually. We're still voting manually. You're not voting through BVAS. No. You're only getting accredited through BVAS. You're still voting. You're still thumbprinting the ballot paper. That's what we're still doing. The BVAS is just to take the picture of the EC8, the form, EC8A, then upload IREV. That's what the BVAS is for. That is the e-transmission of results in real time. That is what they're talking about. So that may not happen. What happened in the US may not happen here eventually. That's what I'm trying to say. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Mr. Zoboli on the line.
Okay.
Mr. Sheriff, as I hear you mention E8, EDs, you bring back memories that we want to bury for a very long time. All we are up for is an electoral system or process that would give the masses the confidence that we voted and our vote actually counts.
Right.
It will take a superpower to tell the masses to come out en masse this time and overwhelmingly vote, because not only do we have voter party right amongst us, but the masses itself has even lost hope in the INEC chairman, the Senate, the House of Reps, everybody. It's more or less we are feeling, or we feel that they are only dancing to the dictates of whoever is paying the piper. They are not in for the masses. So I am up for any electoral reform or amendment that will transmit election results, not in time, but in real time. Did you know that it is so easy to circumvent the manual system? Hence, the clamor for this electronic system. The reason the electorate are clamoring for this electronic transfer of results in good time is that even though we know it's not 100% guarantee, like you have said, it is far better than the medieval and archaic days of counting 1, 2, 3, as if we are using chalkboard and slate to count in layman terms. Can we, for once, have a Senate, an electoral body who is bent on giving the people a wholesome election, devoid of interference from crooked persons at the top? Only one whose conscience is not prized can do that. And sadly, we are bereft of such persons of integrity in power presently. Have you seen the videos of gross rigging blatantly carried out during the electoral, the manual elections? When they are, you will see color, Mr. Sheriff. We can't say we are going there like you said. We're trying to juxtapose both now, manual and electronic. But the question here is, how can we conquer these people if we come out en masse? Who in your area is going to come out en masse? With what we said the last time, how can you restore confidence in a people that are so docile? Docility. We're not even docile. We are pained that the last time it did not come.
If we have, Madam Oboli, if we have the Senate say that the result shall be transmitted electronically, which means that what we had last year in 2023 may not likely affect I'm not saying that will not, may not likely affect the election result this time, because they will be compelled to upload the results electronically. It won't be a choice for them anymore. You get what I'm saying now? So does that mean that, like you have rightly asked, does that mean that it is foolproof that elections can be rigged anymore? Do you have that faith that it can be?
I don't. If they decide to transmit electronic results manually, electronically, if they transmit it now, the issue, they will have a backup plan to still circumvent the system one way or the other. It's not foolproof. I understand that fact. But I'm saying, let's start taking this leaf by leaf, Mr. Sheriff. As we drive conversations on Nigeria Info, if we conquer this one, we start pushing narratives and conversations on what next to do. By the time we tackle it one by one, then probably the masses will now have the confidence to come out. Mr. Sheriff, nobody won't die for Nigeria now. We all want to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die for this country. How many people did you see come out to protest? If we even come out more than the way they came out, if everywhere, Lagos, Abuja, everybody's coming out to protest, but people are even not coming out to protest because they don't want to die. Thank God the people that came out today were not tear gas. Probably because we have top chemistries and personalities amongst them.
Right.
Normally, you'll be faced with tear gas, bullets, and everything. So I'm saying, if we get this particular one we're clamoring for now, right, let's move on to second base. Drive conversations on Nigeria Info and every other station. You get what I'm saying?
I get it. I get it.
It's a metamorphosis. It's a whole thought process. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you.
Because I'm not even sure if my life is safe or not.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for calling me. I appreciate it. And I completely agree with you. Look, we may likely have the two options in the Electoral Act at the end of the day. We may because the outcry is quite much, the criticism is quite much. It will be quite overwhelming for the Senate themselves, and I think the smartest thing for them to do right now is to make sure that they go back and they put that shall electronically be transferred. Yeah, they should put it back there. But it's also very nice for us to wake up and smell the coffee that it's not foolproof. Even if we say that we're going to have this thing must, and as we've always experienced in this part of the world, elections are ultimately decided in the court of law, not by the voters in Nigeria. The court is always the final decision maker when it comes to our electoral process, and that is unfortunate. That is sad, which means the people at the end of the day don't have a voice. Now let's assume that hypothetically this gets to court at the end of the day. The court decides to say, you know what, these two provisions, I'm not castigating the court, right? I'm just saying there is a possibility that the court will say, look, we don't have the technical ability to authenticate what is which is true, the manual collation or the electronic collation of the result. We don't have, the court can say it. You've been to the court. You've seen what is there. Do you see technology there?
Book and paper.
You know. The court said we're gonna go with the manual collation because that is what we can. Then what happens then? What happens? Where do we go from there? So this conversation is quite huge. It's bigger than what we see here. We have messages, right?
Yeah, sure. Whether they like it or not, Nigeria must win in a world where every country is a. This group of senators want to take us back to 1960. Electronic voting or nothing. Samuel from Yabatek. Do you think that in Nigeria today, the court would normally deliver a judgment in favor of the opposition parties or individuals who can't buy this? And innocent from a shoddy? That's a question. Okay. Wait, I don't understand. If kidnappers in so-called thick bushes can kidnap and call from the bush, that means network is available everywhere. Make these people no lie for us. Good afternoon. Sheriff, what you just said is wrong. The first election was presidential that everybody came out because of NSAS. Both has their flaw.
No, that wasn't why people came out. You're wrong.
But
I mean, look, Nigerians are listening. People didn't come out because of NTAS. People came out because of the promise.
Yeah,
the promise made by INEC.
We had hope
that results will be transferred electronically. That was a promise made by INEC. That was why people came out, not because of NTAS. You're the one that is wrong.
Good afternoon, Sheriff. Most of these politicians use Starlink in their homes and private offices, yet suddenly technology is impossible. When it's time to count votes, okay, honestly, the devil shows more consistency than most of our politicians.
How bad? People get mouth. Oh my God!
Stop. E-transmission is a strategy to discourage voters. Okay, I thought the voters are saying that we want a transmission. So how is it a discouragement to voters? Oh my God, Sheriff, I guess you have to take calls now.
You know what? Let me take. I'm going to deviate a little bit. You know, last week we had Grandma here who saved the young lady's life and everything.
Angel Grandma.
Yeah. So we have an update before the break. I'm just going to share an update. Okay. So Grandma got back to us and told us that the donations that she got for the blind school of blind or shelter for blind, that NGO that takes care of blind children, that it got to the amount of 446,000 naira.
Oh, that's nice.
So this is me clapping for everybody.
Thank you guys so much. I'm sure Grandma is saying thank you.
Yeah, she's saying thank you. She's saying thank you to all of you. She got them 3 standing fans.
Wow.
She got them what again? She had plenty that she wrote here, plenty stuff that she wrote. Grandma, I've told Grandma not to bother.
Grandma said she was going to tell you that this was what she did with the money.
I told her not to bother sending all of these things. There's no need for it. I mean, somebody who spends willingly from her money. So why?
Grandma, God bless you.
Well, thank
really.
you. God bless you, Grandma, for
God
everything that you do. We appreciate you big time. Now, take this break. When we return, we'll talk some more. Don't worry. We have time for everybody. We have time for everybody. We'll take your calls. Let's go.
And your messages.
And your messages. We'll be back.
Of illness. It's a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. But let's delve deeper. Health is the heartbeat of life. It's the rhythm that keeps us moving forward. The pulse that echoes our vitality. It's a symphony of balance and harmony, resonating in every aspect of our existence. Health is a silent conductor, orchestrating the dance between the body and mind. It's the energy that propels us towards our dreams and aspirations. It is the foundation upon which we build our futures. So, what is health to you? Join me, Kofi Bartels, this and every Thursday for Health Thursday, 8 a.m. on the Morning Crossfire as we explore important issues affecting your health. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Welcome back to the sunny side here, Radioactive Monday. I'm Sheriff Quadri. Joyce also here, and let's take one call. I think we'll have time for a call before the news at the top of the hour. So let's do that quickly. Good afternoon to you.
Sheriff Baba, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Gabriel, colleague from Lekki.
Welcome, Joy.
Sheriff. Yeah, Sheriff, God bless you. You asked very important question, very necessary question, an authentic question that you asked. The transmission voting. How are we sure that it's going to be free and fair? Or even at that, Sheriff. Sheriff, before you can smart this Nigeria politician,
Ah.
Sheriff, you have to think and think and think. In fact, just lock yourself inside your thing for 1 week. And we need to look at Natasha, the way she has smart them. That is how to smart a Nigeria politician. Sheriff, are you sure with this vote transmission self? Sheriff, if we vote as we are voting, the vote is being transmitted to the billboard.
No, that's not what they're saying. No. You know, it's manual voting. We are still doing manual. You go still carry your ballot paper like this. Still on print. Still go and drop it in the box. So at the end of the day, they go count everything. They go count, everybody will be there. They'll count them all for each party. They go announce the result. Your agent will take down the result. It's the result they will now write into Form EC8A. It's the result that they wrote into that form. They will now snap and upload.
Sheriff,
yes, sir?
I tell you, I've been thinking, no matter how we try to escape and make sure we have a Sheriff, take it to the bank.
I will.
Nigeria politicians must have their way to make sure. Oh my God!
Let's take it easy.
What a country! What a people, Sheriff! It's so painful. It's so sad. Sheriff, God bless you and your family.
God bless
Nigeria.
you too and your family. God bless you too. Thank you. We're going to step aside for the news, right? Because the news is coming at the top of the hour. I'm not sure if you can squeeze in one message. Can we?
Okay. Paul Idumudia from Surrey. When I hear people opposed to real-time electronic transmission, I get worried. In 2023, the system really worked. The National Assembly election went smoothly using electronic transmission.
Yes, it did.
But when it got to the presidential election, it became a glitchy affair. The Nigerian masses must feed Akpabio and his co-travelers in the Senate with relentless pressure to make them do the bidding of the Nigerian people. Eternal vigilance is needed. The die is cast.
Remember, the formula that was used in the presidential election is still there. It's, I mean, who says that they're going to still allow results to be uploaded electronically? Who said? Yeah. I mean, so don't forget that. Don't forget that anything can still happen. Let's get a break now for the news. When we return from the news, talk some more.
Military hands over reports to Tinubu.
I thought that the federal government
Manchester United, we always end records. We know how to do these things.
I just feel Arsenal lack this season. Nigeria shouldn't just be about politics, be about governance. The event is getting out again, despite all the serious issues.
We hear it, we share it. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info, your number one for news. Always spot on, fresh and direct on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
It's 2 o'clock.
The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
A cyclist has been killed under the Lassus Bridge as LASMA apprehends the fleeing truck driver while Senate schedules an emergency session as debate over electronic vote transmission continues. Presidential candidate Peter Obi leads a demonstration at the National Assembly for real-time election results, while Senate President Godswill Akpabio defends the Electoral Act, says the controversial clause was retained. President Tinubu meets with the U.S. Africa Command delegation to discuss security cooperation as the federal government convenes a National Economic Council meeting in Abuja. Cambridge University returns 116 Benin artifacts to Nigeria's National Museum Commission. Nigerian Army launches an investigation into claims that some officers protect drug dealers in Lagos. Meanwhile, Governor Sanwo-Olu hails the launch of the Lagos International Financial Center as the Army also probes allegations of officers shielding criminals in Apapa. The Wike-backed PDP faction reopens the party's national secretariat at Wadata Plaza. AC chairman says the party has not formally welcomed River State Governor Sibra Meanwhile, the CBN approves a bank of industry interest-free funding to support small businesses. Actress Omotola Jalade Akinde reveals the death threat during the NSAS protests changed her activism. And finally, Senegalese police arrest 14 people linked to an international child abuse ring. And that's all for now. This is 99.3 Nigeria Info. I am Yvonne Ohaifo. Good afternoon to you, Lagos, and thank you for your time.
News or information.
It is more than you ask for.
What we have when Lagos says this organization is meant to help us out, and the people watching there are not helping us out. You have a situation where people say it's normal that if your husband doesn't beat you, then he doesn't love you.
Where madness seems to be normalized, you will become mad.
And more of the rush, you just can't stop.
It's the station for more talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Activate. We are radioactive on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. 0201-2770-993. That is 0201-2770-993. Female only line is 0201-465-7190. That is 0201-465-7190 on the female line. WhatsApp is 0809-597-5805. That is for our diaspora callers to call in. 0809-597-5805. If you are not in the diaspora, you can only send messages to that number. Let's begin. Please turn up your radio. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Shelly Baba.
Good afternoon.
You have Mr. Mba live from Ladepo Market.
Welcome.
Yeah, Shelly. Concerning the electoral transform.
Yeah.
Mr. Mba is saying if the Senate cannot implement the electoral voting, the masses will boycott the election. Simple because they have already rigged the election by all the governors. They come from one to another. And you see the Senate President,
yeah,
we should put pressure on him. If they cannot implement it, I thought that P2B is now in Abuja protesting. Every Nigerian, meaningful Nigerian who have reason, who thinks should boycott the election, let Rumbo and his people step down. Thank you.
Mr. Mba, before you go, are you here? Oh, he's gone. Okay, he's gone. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, Mr. Sheriff.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah, this is Boyesin calling from Afronesia.
Let's talk.
Mr. Sheriff, your explanation so far, my brother, I think I buy your idea. Yes. It's not, it goes beyond, even if we know that this Senate may back down tomorrow. But it goes beyond that, the way I've seen it. Even if something is not transmitted, I mean, when they transmit it electronically, without a backup. Because we just, I mean, we saw what happened in 2023 now. Something will still happen. Even if they implement it tomorrow, my brother, there are still so many lacuna to face as far as this APC government is concerned. But if I may ask, Mr. Sheriff.
Yes, please.
If I may ask, if you are doing a good job, won't people see what you are doing? Would you stress yourself to for people to commend you?
No.
If you're doing a good job, of course, people will commend you and they will want you to remain.
Naturally, they will commend you.
I mean, these people know that they have nothing to offer, to Nigerians. That's why they are doing all these gimmicks. I mean, look at Akpabio, who came through the back door. How do you think he will just do the right thing? It can't happen, of course, now. Let's not deceive ourselves. And before now, he has been the head of the rubber stamp Senate, which I've not seen since my life. I've not seen this, honestly. So, if, like they said, we will try our best. try our best until we get it right. We'll try our best and let's see what happens.
Thank you.
This time around.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
Enjoy yours too. Thank you for calling me. Appreciate it. Broad Street Drive is coming up at 2:30. Hilary Noruka is already around the corner, getting ready to take you through the Broad Street and give you updates from the world of business. From the Wall Street, straight from the Wall Street, you get informed as to what businesses or operations are up to. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Sharif.
Yes,
and,
please.
Joy of Nigerian Info.
Thank you.
Madoka from First Stack. I heard somebody advocating for boycott of election. If there are more of Nigerians following that advice, Tinubu will just relax and say, "Hey, this election is going to be a piece of cake." He can't solve. I mean, if the people who come out on the election day, they are whatever they put in there will be counted. Then you go to court, and court will still go against you. So don't boycott. It's never a solution all over the world. Experience, history, they all have shown that boycotting election doesn't solve anything.
Doesn't solve anything,
It's
actually.
fighting. It's fighting. We got independent by fighting. Go to Mozambique. Sure, we got it on a platter. You go to Mozambique, they fought. If you don't fight, you don't get.
You don't.
Okay? Tinubu, or let me not call Tinubu, APC is a little desperate. They have cornered all the governors in the southern Nigeria. They have cornered all the young, successful businessmen, entrepreneurs who are upwardly and a little bit wealthy across southern Nigeria. And I can't confirm, but they might be reaching out to Haboro and some other people. I don't know what they are planning. They are planning total shutdown of the southern Nigeria because they know where the problem is northern Nigeria. So the northerners are actually pushing for the stepping down of INEC chairman, one, and there's some people who are dissatisfied with the style, the appointment, the developmental effort towards bias towards Lagos and some other things. So it's going to be a fight. People will come out. There will be aborus to disturb you, but just keep coming. Once he knows that you are ready to fight, that desperation will be caught and diluted. Don't boycott. Come out. Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you, Maduka. Thanks for calling me. I appreciate it. I've said it before, like the power of the overwhelming power of the masses is what I think is what I will prescribe. Don't be too excited about e-transmission result. I mean, it's good. I am for it. Don't get it twisted. I am for it. It's good, but don't be too excited. You have messages.
Yeah, greetings to you, Sheriff and Joy. If they like transmission of the old batch processing counting, all this does not matter. And I guess that's what you wanted to say. I just want to say we are ready for them. That's the spirit. Because this time it is Nigerians versus APC, and they can never ever try to manipulate this election because this suffering and killing in Nigeria is too much. Thank you, and my name is Daniel. That's the spirit, Daniel. Good day, Sheriff. As Nigerians, there's something we are missing.
Okay.
What we could be addressing is the fact that make political offices very attractive to politicians. Once election, when we address this, we may not even need anyone to man any polling booth for free. And free and fair election to take place as developed societies. Actually, if I have a question, right? I have two questions, but I'm going to ask this one first. This is, when does this rigging election, can we recount when it started? Or has it been like the foundation of Nigeria?
Election rigging?
Yeah.
Election rigging, you can't say specifically, but it's been around for as long as election has been around. But you can't say specifically when it got to this level. At this point now, it's people were burnt. Houses were burnt. Opposition houses were burnt. A woman was burnt inside her house because she was an opposition. People were attacked.
It's a lot.
It's a whole lot.
Hello, Sheriff and Madam Joy. Our mumu don't do. Please tell me the major thing this government of APC has done that they will use to campaign for 2027. Look at the way Grandma is giving you details of how she spent the money donated for her to help the less privileged, and our government keeps squandering our money and can't give details of how they spent it. This is to show that APC regime has no human feeling and has got nothing to do for us. In 2027 will tell if APC is Nigeria. My name is Dampe. Good afternoon, Sunny. I think APC is very much afraid of this. Our backyard Senate president is scared of e-transmission bill because he might be voted out. Afternoon from this side. I'm afraid of the future of this country called Nigeria. Nigerians must fight this bunch of power-drunk politicians. We don't want our born children to experience what we, the fathers, are experiencing. Nigeria must make sense in my generation. Afternoon, Sheriff and Joy. The person who altered the e-transmission is not a ghost now. Why has no one been fingered and arrested?
Do you think it's a person? It's not a person. It's not a ghost. That's not what I'm saying. But I mean, we're talking about people,
principality
not
and powers. If the power grid collapsed on election days, Nigerians should hold Akpabio responsible. Gideon. So, Sheriff, what else I wanted to say is that it is so pitiful that we have Nigerians who are like, this year it's going to be great. It's going to be we have to fight APC and all of that. It's good, right? But the funny part is just that we have people who take 10,000 naira,
of course,
5,000 naira,
of course,
to still vote.
Of course, yes.
And it is so disheartening because I wonder how 5,000 naira.
You know how it works. People have resigned to fate like this is their own entitlement for the next 4 years. They don't think that this is the only thing that because they don't know any better. They don't know that 5,000 naira they have lost 5 trillion naira. I
understand that if you have lost hope, right? It's normal. I understand that. It's even better to just stay at home than coming to tell me you're taking the 10,000 naira because you feel that like your vote is going to count. So I mean, let me just take this one.
Let me give you an example. I was in Port Harcourt at the time, and we had gone to cover an election. I can't remember the year. I think it was 2011 or so. We had gone to cover an election, and we had gone to one remote place. If you've been to Rivers State very well, most of the places apart from Port Harcourt and some other local governments on the land, they have the riverine areas where you would have to, get your way out there through speedboats and the rest of them. So we had gone through all of these creeks and everything. By the time we got there, we saw women, people. It was a community. It was in Abonima. That's where we went to. People who are from there, they will understand what I'm saying. It was a community, very lively, fun-filled community. So as a reporter with my gear and everything, I now approached a polling unit to just observe. I mean, I wasn't interviewing anybody. You can't interview people. I mean, it's an election day, and it's the polling. And the next thing I saw were huge guys with canes on their hands.
Oh.
One person was holding about 5 canes each. And I said, Who be you? Come over here, my friend. And they wanted to attack me. I had to run. I fled. I run. I ran, as in I had to. Because, I mean, I wouldn't wait there for them. Who am I trying to prove? Who am I trying to prove a Superman to? I mean, yeah. So I had to. When you asked the question of rigging, that was it. Because you can't vote for an opposition in that polling unit. They're not born you. They're not born you. You don't see these people before.
I never see. I don't go see.
You have no idea.
Oh my God.
So we had to quickly move. Everybody will move from that unit to another unit. We were observing. We spoke,
and there was no government official to say, "Oh, we need police to come to this place because there are people for them to come and."
We even got to a place. The heap of canes on the ground.
They were ready.
So boys will just go pick 2, pick 3, pick 5,
Jesus.
and
no police officer.
So I'm telling you that even without you being given money, you are also being forced to either vote for a certain candidate or not vote at all.
Or get out.
Or just get away you. So it's a complicated process that we have. It's a very, very unfair process that we have, and we will just continue to work at it. We'll continue to try to sanitize the process, but it's not going to be an easy ride. This is one of those processes. If the e-transmission results can be done, don't get too excited about it. Don't have it as
if it's a solution.
It's not the solution. It's not the final destination. No, it's not. There's still a lot more to be done. A lot more. Yes, they can say that there's e-transmission and they will prevent the opposition from voting. What then do you do? We've had last election. We had situation where people were prevented from entering a polling area because they will ask you when they even see you alone. They will know who you are going to vote, and they will stop you from.
I remember my mama telling me that she would never in her life go and vote. She will stay in the house because she said the last time that it happened, my mama is very fragile. So like I think there was people came and they were shooting on come and see the run.
Oh my God!
Jesus. She said never. Till Jesus come.
You're now traumatized a fragile person. Oh God!
To go and vote. So there are a lot of people like that like
yes,
never.
Actually, I know the kind of work that we did as a media organization in the event leading to the 2023 election, because people had lost hope, people had lost any trust, any belief in the system. So we consistently call on people to vote. We did all kinds of sensitization, we did all kinds of programs, we brought all kinds of people, and I believe that people answered the call. People had a change of heart, only for the abracadabra that happened to happen
again.
And it was quite demoralizing for most of us at the time. NK is here, by the way. NK, you voted before.
Yeah, I had.
What was the election? What was the experience?
Were you
like?
beaten?
No, I wasn't beaten. It was just like
move your mic, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So like I just decided that okay, this time I'm going to vote, and everyone knows who I voted for. Peter Obi.
Yeah.
So we all decided to wait. Yeah, this was the very first time I ever voted in my life, like my entire life. I was just using my voter's card for the first time. I'm like, okay, this time I'm going to make a change and be part of these Nigerians that actually like vote instead of just sitting there at home and be like, oh, we need change. All right. I went there, we voted, and I decided to be part of the people that would wait till the end to hear.
Brilliant.
Yeah, to hear the whole
results.
The results at the end of the day. We waited for hours, and it called the results. Obi won first, followed by Atiku, right? Is it Atiku?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
No,
I think she's asking if Atiku was there. Yeah.
Then your current president.
Yeah.
Our current president.
Okay. So after that, we left. I went home. After a while on TV, I said, let me watch this thing. My polling unit was it was in Benin. I voted. Was in Uniben, University of Benin. Only for me to hear that exact polling unit, I heard that Tinubu won, and I'm like, I'm sure me and 100 others would be like, hello, we waited. Exactly. That was the main reason. So I feel like that's why most people have given up on this whole voting thing in Nigeria, because what's the point? At that point I felt so disappointed because I know.
And that was your first time.
That was my first time. I was so disappointed. I've not even voted for anything, governorship, election, after nothing. Because there's no points. There is points, but also
the moment you heard that, you just zoned out.
Yes, because
you're just weak.
What can we do? Would I go and meet them now and say hello? You're wrong. I was there. I can't do anything.
Actually announced at that place. You heard it.
Everybody waited because they know what they do.
Do you think e-transmission of such results would have helped in that case?
I feel like
because at that point, what you saw, what you heard would have been transmitted electronically in your presence to the IREV.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think that could have prevented anybody from altering it at the end of the day?
It's Nigeria.
I think in a place like that, in a place like that, maybe not in every polling unit, it would be very difficult for anybody to upload a fake result. It is what you people have voted for. It is the result that were announced to you guys that will be snapped in your presence, and uploaded in your presence.
Except there's like a big screen while everyone is watching them upload.
The iRev is available to everybody to view.
Online.
Yes,
yeah.
you can log into the iRev and view your polling unit
we
result.
check and then we see that.
You'll be there now. You see the result, and once it's there, you can flag it straight. Ogbeni, this is that you uploaded is not there.
If you can flag it.
I don't know whether it will now be able to. They will be able to take it down. But what I'm saying is, it'll be difficult for them to carry beavers now and snap the wrong result when you people
we are all there.
You are all there.
Okay.
So it will be snapped in your presence and uploaded in your presence.
That sounds good.
Sounds good, Abby.
Yeah,
that's what people are saying.
Jerry,
that it will be difficult for anybody to read.
We have a message, and I think this will be a right close.
Okay, all right.
The problem of this country is too much. I wish the trumpets can sound.
Please.
A day before next year's election, so that everyone will rest. Nigeria is not a country, but a company. I have something.
Yes, please.
Okay. So, welcome to AfriMillions, the home of Africa's biggest jackpot. We are talking the biggest. Here, there's a massive 1 billion naira guaranteed every single week for you and I. And this is no joke. This is money. If nobody wins it this week, somebody has to grab it. It rolls over to the next one until someone finally gets that money. So if you're ready to win 1 billion naira, playing is very easy. Just go now and visit www.afrimillions.com and play with just
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
With 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, one Supermalt multivitamin after breakfast every day keeps you going.
The journey to the Back to Defend National Tournament in Season 9 resumes on the 16th of February. 32 schools, some new, some returning, will vie for coveted slots in the national tournament for a chance at the grand title of Champion of Champions. This February, expect wit, expect intellect, expect passion, expect conviction, and most of all, expect
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.